And if you're not European here and you're an American, let me just give you 3 reasons why Europe is vital. Europe is our largest trade partner by a mile. Europe is our largest investor. The amount of European money investing in the American economy dwarfs the money coming from China. And most importantly for me, in my realm, politics and foreign policy, Europe is the largest collection of American allies in the world. There are 28 members of NATO, the United States and Canada, and 26 European countries. We have no similar weight of allies anywhere else in the world. Europe matters greatly to our future. And in the conventional wisdom in the press, in our national discussion, for people to be suggesting that Europe's a beautiful museum, a nice place to visit, but no longer where the political and military action is, it's just completely wrong. If you think about trade, investment, military power, and politics. I'll give you a 4th reason. When the chips are down, I found when I was Undersecretary of State, when I was ambassador to NATO, where Ivo is now, when the chips are down, the Europeans are with us. And I found that time and time again in my career. When we had our back against the wall, when we were in trouble, the Germans or the French or the British or the Dutch, I don't want to leave everybody out, but I should probably stop. The Europeans were with us. And even in a very difficult time, I was ambassador to NATO during the crisis of 2003 when the United States invaded Iraq. And that split the NATO alliance down the middle. 18 of our allies supported the intervention in Iraq, but some very important allies did not. France did not, and Germany did not, and Belgium and Luxembourg did not. And it was an existential crisis for us because we'd always been together. And I think what I learned personally from that experience is when we fight, which we often do and argue, we have to fight fairly. And I think both of us maybe fought unfairly. The Europeans castigated, some of them, the personal integrity of our president, which we didn't appreciate. We, on the other hand, changed the name of French fries in the congressional cafeteria and outlawed French wine in congressional dinners, which didn't make much sense to me. So we were both kind of out of line. And I think, fortunately, we made up. President Bush and Chancellor Schroeder and President Chirac have made up. And what I really want to credit President Obama with doing, I think he's just brought the alliance back together. And I think he's earned a lot of credibility for our country in the way that he's acquitted himself in office, in the way that he's conducted his policies, and we're back together again. But every American must know how important Europe is to us, and by extension, then, the NATO alliance.